I'm tired of combing my hair. I'm going to get it tomorrow. Get tomorrow. And let's talk about this. Armored core? No, we're not going to talk about that. Um, Earth score? No, 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 no. I'm not a scientist. I will leave that to the special, to those people. But we're going to talk about core audiences and how in a business standpoint will be it's great to have a core audience when it comes to game titles, of course games that are going to come in the future, and the smugness when it comes to the core audience when you use that term core audiences in the gaming community. But let's get to the core audience according to business practices. Core audience, when you core audience in a way when you say the word core audience, is about the people who've been there, done that. In short, it's about company or franchise loyalty. For example, Final Fantasy 13 Lightning Returns, despite of course, the slippery slope that the Final Fantasy franchise have been through, many people still love Final Fantasy, and many people still buy Final Fantasy. And with that, whether they like it or not, the so-called core audience, so-called dedicated audience that needs to be catered on, are saying that this should not be the Final Fantasy that they expect. But it's going to bring profit to the company like Square Enix because they have a really big core audience. That is great for the company because when you release a product and whether they're going to like it or not, you're going to have you're going to have a stable amount of money that is going to come and you will fund your future projects. That is good. That is good and all when it comes to the video game industry or any industry for that matter, because you know that you're going to have these certain group of people, these numbers, these dedicated numbers that will bring you the dough every time you will release a game. So whether it's a quality game, but yet many people are not saying that it's not the way that they want it to be, aka Final Fantasy, aka what are the others? And there are also bad things, bad games that have a really tight core audience, like Call of Duty. Whether you like it or not, they have a really large fan base, and we cannot deny that. But as for the core audiences, when it comes to being used as a term in the gaming community, core audiences more sounds like an elite group of people who thinks that a certain company or a certain game studio owes them something. Sure, you're going to say that we should do this, but as I'm going to quote Justicar, the you mean does it mean that you mean should doesn't mean it have to be done. And if you cannot understand that, well, I'm going to link Mr. Justicar's video on how someone, in a sense, that say that women should run for office if they're qualified, whereas in this sense, uh, game companies should cater to these dedicated core audiences to have what they want and to think that they are better. They know better since they're consumers. Core audiences, that's a really small attitude. That is really one of the things that you know tear the community down. Aside from the fact that we have feminism on the left, a feminist on the left, social justice warriors on the right, manginas in front, and the yellow journalists at the back. So we're pretty much ganged up, and within us, the center, the core, within our center, within us, the core audiences, the so-called, you should do this. You sure it's suggestion? You might say it's suggestion, but it goes both ways, and dictating them on what should do that. But take note, take note, take note. When it comes to core audiences, many people have went inside there because whether you like it or not, There are new people who are coming to this community who happens to be, the most hated of all casuals, and being a convert into a very dedicated gamer, a very dedicated consumer. And in short, if he's dedicated enough, a certain fan base, on a certain company, on a certain franchise, he's going to be part of that core audience. And what's the bad thing is about this core audience in the gaming community? They think that the gaming company, as I said before, owe them something. And I really hate this. Comparison of apples to oranges. This company should cater to this because this company is running like this company, which is an orange, who is like bitter because they work in the business industry. It's like this: Manchester United and Chelsea. Manchester United is known for, of course, developing their players, not firing, a certain manager just in a snap because they have a bad season. Well, as in Chelsea, they sign great, big time players. They're, with tons of money, firing, suddenly firing managers left and right. Whether if their first 2 weeks have been not great for them, so therefore, oops, change of management. Just because they're in the same Premier League, in the same league, the Barclays Premier League. That doesn't mean that they have the same business practice, and that's what these core audiences are forgetting. Got it? And just because their game is released, the core audience are say we are right. Wrong. Because if you think that the company will just release this game just because you think that your movement became successful because your core audience, quote unquote, you're wrong. In any industry, in any corporation, you think of long term. Your midterm today is your long term of the past, and your midterm today, in your mid goal today, it's going to be your future. You're already drawing your future as you're here in this present. I hope that some people would realize this, but core audience is not like a staple in any industry for that matter, in any community for that matter. Some people will leave, some people will join, and there's sometimes and some and there's some factors that these core audiences in terms of business doesn't really translate to sales. And what's worse is, in the gaming community, these core audiences are the same group of people who says that they know what is best. But in the end, they're just being smug on things, and they think that they are better. Me, me, when we didn't, when as a football fan, and I'm going to translate if you can get the analogy. I felt bad when we didn't sign Sex Fabregas, Thiago, um, Mario Götze, Roberto Lewandowski, Reus Cruz Cabaye. And I'm one of the core members, core fans of Manchester United. I've been a fan for like 1995. I was there. I was what I was. I dropped my jaws as I was crying when we won the treble in 1998-99 season, a season of the Premier League. Of the season. We want that glory back. People are saying, oh, we should get Ronaldo because it have a core audience. Ronaldo have a core audience. Sure, but does it mean that I'm better than the management? No. Me, I'm a fan. I'm a fan, and at the same time, I'm a consumer. If possible, I'm going to put my money on it. But that doesn't mean that I'm good at something. I mean, I know what is good, what is best for a company. You might say, "Oops, this is doing this because Hey, this and this are better, even though the one is bad. So therefore, we should do this because they're not listening to us. I really don't get that logic. But honestly, if you're part of this core audience and you think that you've done a better job, you've you declare victory because this is going to be released, um, make sure that you stick to that word. Because the last time I checked, the numbers really don't. I crunched the numbers, and it really didn't match up. Matched up. See what I'm getting there. Anyway, enough of that. I'm Homer, and you know what? I'm feeling. I have got the feeling that net net yeah, I never mind. Oh, by the way, I'm excited for a mega quintet. Don't don't get me that. Don't give me that look. See you later.